So what is Xal'atath? What? You can't just do that. You're the Mogu. Oh yeah, what is Shadowlands? What's the Dark Heart? If Fel is bad, then how come demon hunters use it? So she's already trapped Dementius once, right? Go do things that don't have anything to do with defeating the void, and then everybody's wondering why we can't defeat the void. Because they're like, oh, the light's not working. It's because you're not working on getting rid of the light. You're working on Hawkstriders. And Hawkstriders aren't as big of a thing as the void.
No, it's true. Maybe if we spend a little more time taking down a Xal'atath and a little less time worrying about Hawkstriders, we wouldn't be in this mess. You make a good point.
I have to like do this bad quest. Like I have to get Mr. Fluff. Mr. Fluff can stay up on the statue till he decides to get down. Cats can jump from very high. They don't need people to come save them. Oh, I know why we have to fight these, because these might have something to do with the void, because they have odd infections. But the infections would go away if we got rid of
If we kicked out Xal'atath.
So what is Xal'atath? Who is Xal'atath? All I know about Xal'atath is that she took some void elf's body that was an evil void elf, and that's all I know about Xal'atath. And then you started saying stuff like Xal'atath was the big sword or something.
There was a dagger, okay?
But it looked like a giant sword.
No, the giant sword, that's the thing that Sargeras stabbed Azeroth with.
I thought that was what the sword was that Xal'atath was.
No, this is a little dagger that the Shadow Priest got on their quest. And then it would like whisper things in your chat while you were playing the game.
That's cool.
And they decided that was what it was going to be.
So Xal'atath is the dagger.
Yeah, we first encounter Xal'atath as a dagger in the game.
Yeah, but do we know that it's Xal'atath when it's a dagger?
Yes, the dagger is named Xal'atath.
Really?
If I recall correctly, yes.
When was the dagger there? In Legion, you said?
The dagger was there, yeah. Legion, I believe, was the first time to see it.
I remember doing Legion quests that had something to do with a dagger. Wait, so she was in Dragonflight?
Yeah.
What was Xal'atath doing in the Dragon Isles? Was she even in the Dragon Isles?
She was trying to get the Dragon Soul, I think.
What is the Dragon Soul?
It's kind of like the Dark Heart.
What's the Dark Heart?
That's the thing that she trapped Dementius in to get all of his power.
So she's already trapped Dementius once, right?
No, so Dementius, I believe...
Oh no,
she formerly had tricked Dementius when he went to go take over the Ethereals homeworld called Koresh. And then Dementius was split up into a bunch of pieces. He kind of blew up or something.
Wait, but when he blew up, didn't that destroy Koresh anyway? He was gonna destroy Koresh.
Yeah, Koresh, well, he was gonna like maybe devour Koresh, which probably would have destroyed it, but made him stronger or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but when he blew up, didn't that destroy Koresh? Because Koresh is pretty messed up.
It's not in a great space. It's not doing so hot.
Like, it got messed up when he, like, exploded or whatever. And then, so he started finding... So how did we see that he was finding... that he was getting himself back together?
No, so the Koreshi are getting him back together.
Wait, why are the Koreshi getting him back? Aren't they... But then he'll destroy them.
The Koreshi are not a monolith, okay?
What is a monolith?
They're not all united in purpose.
So some of them are good and some of them are bad.
They're
all Koreshi technically, but some of them do stuff for Dementius and some of them do stuff for Xal'atath. Some of them do stuff for other reasons.
They're probably all trying to like do what they think is best for them or something, right?
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean that it's good for anybody else, right?
And how come they're also just like randomly transmogrifiers too? How come?
The Ethereals are introduced originally in the Burning Crusade.
What is void storage? Where you store stuff in the void?
Yes, that's exactly what void storage is.
But then also, like, If Fel is bad, then how come demon hunters use it? And how come demon hunters also use void and void elves use void? Because like...
So I think that in general, the way that it works is that there is no evil force itself.
So like nothing is evil, like people are just using it for evil.
Yeah, so it's like if you had like electricity and wind, or electricity and fire, okay? You could use electricity for good or for bad, right? Mm-hmm. You could use fire for good or for bad, right? And in the universe here, the way that they've made it, there's not any ontologically evil forces. And ontologically just means they're like ontologically evil
like
is
just like in itself,
in
like
itself,
it's
yes,
just evil.
Exactly.
Like
Right. Instead, evil is when you mispurpose or misuse something instead.
Oh yeah, what is Shadowlands? Like, what is that? What was the bad guy there and stuff?
Yes. Well, so none of it matters because it didn't actually happen anymore.
Yeah, but so it didn't. It was just like
they've basically said that was not real. It was kind of a fever dream.
It was what? You can't just do that. You can't just be like, oh, none of that happened. Just pretend like that didn't
So they
happen.
actually do that all the time in works of fiction. So it's called retconning. It's when you retroactively make continuity where there wouldn't be continuity normally. So you say, I'm going to write this book, right? You write a book, and then you write the sequel to it, and you make a mistake, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, and people call you out on it, right? They're like, well, but if she had green eyes in this one, how does she have blue eyes here? Or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, now you have to figure out how do you make it so that makes sense in the universe, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, because she had contacts, or because she ends up, her eyes actually change color. She's a Haranir, and that's what they do, right? whatever the explanation is you come up with.
So also, like, if like the people who are in charge are changing, then even if the people who are doing the other stuff think, well, if we just did this instead, it would be better, but they have to follow
the directions of whoever's in charge, right?
And if also you have people in charge changing, then the story will get messed up because they weren't there for that part, or they like...
Right. And even when they only had one person mostly working on the story, he made mistakes, and people called him out on it on the forums, and it's like, it's just a lot to keep in your head, or keeping your head in on paper, so...
Yeah, where is Sargeras? Is he like locked away here? He's guarding someone who's locked away? Or is he locked away?
Sargeras is being guarded by Illidan.
Oh, right.
The Titans are some kind of cosmic beings that kind of like wander the stars looking for different like planets that are going to become beings as powerful as themselves, maybe.
And is Illidan good or bad?
Illidan is... A lot of people didn't like him and his plans.
What were his plans?
Well, his plan was, this is somebody who's more powerful than us that we can't resist, so I'm going to pretend like I'm on his side until I find a way to fight him. That
doesn't seem like a horrible plan. Well, he's trying to kill everybody. That seems like the best plan.
If you... I'm not saying that it's good or bad or what, but I am saying that it was what he did.
Oh yeah, what's with the crystal dwarf?
Magni?
Uh-huh. And how come he's not a crystal dwarf anymore?
So Magni was like the speaker for Azeroth.
Oh.
I guess he helped the Earthen join the fight for Azeroth, and so then he didn't have to be crystal anymore or something.
Oh, and what about the pandas? What do the pandas have to do with this?
What do the pandas have to do with this? Good question. So the pandas, they needed an expansion that would appeal to the Chinese market. They said, you know what we do? We put pandas in here, and then we'll be able to have a whole bunch more people who will play our game. And so they made the panda thing, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. I think that as far as expansions go and new races go, it was pretty successful. But
so
yeah.
It's basically just like, we need more people, so we're just gonna put in some pandas.
Exactly, yeah.
So it doesn't really have a whole lot to do with it. It's just like new place,
a new Asian themed race to attract the Asian continent to play the game.
Okay.
That would be what I would say it was.
So they don't really have anything to like do with the big story.
I mean, I am sure that they do. So like the Mogu,
Who are the Mogu?
the big, they're kind of lion-y looking.
Oh yeah, those things.
Those guys are actually supposedly the ancient ancestors of the Tauren.
But they're like lions?